Benchmark 13 is solving proportions. We're going to be solving proportions for a missing value. To review, a proportion is two equal fractions. Or two equal ratios. So for example, 1/2 is equal to 2/4. These are proportional. They have the same value. They're just written differently. So there are two ways we can solve proportions for the missing value. So let's say we had 3/4 equals x over 16. One way we can do is think of what times 4 gets us to 16. 4 times 4 is 16, so we have to multiply 3 times 4. So in this case, x would equal 12. So our proportion would be 3/4 equals 12/16. We can solve that same proportion by doing what's called cross multiply and divide. So in this case, we would multiply 3 times 16, which equals 48, and 48 divided by 4 is 12. So we get the same answer. So we multiply the cross products, divide by the only number left. If we wanted to solve this proportion using the products, this time we would have to work backwards. So we could do 28 divided by 4 is 7, so we have to do 4 divided by 4, which is 1. So in this case, x would equal 1. So our proportion would be 1/7 equals 4/28. You can also do the cross product. 7 times 4 is 28, divided by 28 is 1. We get the same answer if we cross multiply and divide, or find what the factor is. Practice using cross multiply and divide to solve this proportion. Try and solve it on your own by pausing the video, and then restart the video to check your work. So if we cross multiply 2 times 15, we get 30. Divide by 7, we get 4.28, which would be our answer. So x equals 2.48. Now try solving this one on your own by cross multiplying and dividing. Pause the video and restart to check your work. So on this one we do 24 times 3, which equals 72, and then 72 divided by 5 is 14.4. So x equals 14.4. In this benchmark, you also have to write your own proportions and solve. So if we look at this one, we can buy 3 apples for $2. We want to know how many apples we can get for $12. So we're going to set up one proportion for the apples, so 3/x is equal to the other proportion for the money, 2/12. And this is dollars. And then we can cross multiply. 3 times 12 is 36, divided by 2 is 18. So we can buy 18 apples for $12. Try setting up your proportions and solving this one on your own. So pause the video and restart it to check your work. In this one, our first ratio would be 10 miles over x equals 6 minutes over 42 minutes. And then we would cross multiply 10 times 42 is 420. Divide it by 6 equals 70 miles. So our answer would be 70 miles. Now that you finished watching the video, I want you to complete the proportions puzzle packet. On page 1, you'll cross multiply and divide. On page 2, you'll multiply the two numbers in the problem to solve. Number 10, I believe, is the dividing one. And then page 3, you have to set up your own proportion like we just did and solve. Each of these will answer the question at the top of the page on the packet. When you finish the packet, I need you to work on your homework. Thanks.